Ladies and or gentlemen, hello, welcome to some Pokemon battling on the channel of mine, and I'm not showing off any Mega Latiosasses or any AZ Floettes or anything like that. No Diancies in this bitch, because I don't have a Power Save 3DS, whatever it's called, so I can't really get access to those right now. Maybe I'll do that in the future, and we'll do that, but anyway, we've got some kind of UU beta stuff, kind of ish, sort of, apart from apparently Fortress is UU, so OU, sorry, doesn't really count, but it doesn't matter. It's just, you get the idea. It's just lowered tiered stuff in general. So, with that in mind, we've got a Cobalion, because, you know, he's my man, he's the GOAT, clearly the best 5th gen Pokemon, by a country mile, and I'm going to Volt Switch on the Hariyama. Now, I saw this Hariyama, and my instant thought was, ooh, wait a second, Hariyama would be really cool with Assault Vest, and I'm assuming that that's what he's running. It seems like he is. He's running Knockoff, which is standard on basically fucking everything this gen. Like, everyone is using Knockoff. You cannot get away from a team which doesn't run it. So he gets rid of the lefties on my Fortress after you turn into it. But I do get, or Volt Switch, sorry, but I do get up a Spikes on a switch to Chandelure, and then bring in Suicune to deal with that, which is perfectly good. Now, he has a couple of switches here. Either he's going to go to Whimsicott to take the Scald, or go into Hariyama with the Assault Vest. I thought he was going to go into Whimsicott, which is why I go for Ice Beam, hoping to hit it super effectively on the switch. But as you can see, Hariyama comes in and takes literally nothing. Holy crap, that is a bulky thing. My god. So I'm going to switch back to Fortress. I'm pretty sure I can take a couple close combats, but that one did a decent chunk, so I'm thinking, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a up and down as to whether I can take it. But I do live on 6 HP, and I'm able to get off a second layer of spikes. That is going to be incredibly useful. I also have the ability to get up Stealth Rocks with my Cobalion at some point. So if that happens, with the Chandelure on the field, with some other pokes on the field, I am looking like I'm in a good position. So got down the hazard that I needed, and now I have an advantage here with Swell. I can go into this thing, force him out because he's at -3 defense, doesn't want to be taking any kind of hit. I'm just going to go straight up for the Facade. I don't have my thing activated yet, my Poison Orb, and I'm just going to try and do that and use this window of opportunity to do so. If I went for the U-turn, it would kind of be pointless because I wouldn't gain my Poison Orb at the end of that turn. I would U-turn out and not be afflicted by it, but by doing that, staying with the Facade, I'm able to, and then when the Gramble comes in to intimidate me, I don't want to stay in because I can't kill it, so now I'm going to U-turn out and preserve Swellow for later, which is that will happen. So, avoiding all the nonsense, going to Cobalion because it's the best thing to take a play rough, honestly, on my team. I don't have anything else. I don't resist it, of course, because I'm part fighting, which means that it's hitting me for neutral, but I am defensively invested enough, I guess, to take at least one of those, and be able to retaliate back with some stuff of my own. He decides to pull a switch into Chandelure, which is perfect because I actually end up going for Stealth Rocks on the switch, and now this thing is going to take so much damage. It is unreal. Chandelure is not in a good position, especially when I have a perfect switch in with Suicune, who can literally take all its hits. You know, Shadow Ball is going to do a decent chunk, but Suicune is bulky, man. I can take those hits pretty damn well, so I am going to just go into my ass ribbons whenever I can. Look at those. You know, 5th gen, we did recognize that Suicune has the ass ribbons, but now they're even more pronounced. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of ridiculous. But now I know, because I have Suicune in against a Chandelure, we're going to be in the same situation as last time. So, preemptively knowing he's going to go into Hariyama or potentially Whimsicott, because that could be an option either, I pull the double into Swellow, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'm just going to Brave Bird. He's going to die. Or I'm going to Facade, in fact, because Facade would have killed him at that point. But it turns out that he's not only running the Fake Out on Hariyama, but also the Priority Bullet Punch. So, me thinking I'm just going to straight up kill him in one turn, and I end up almost dying, Swellow down to 9 HP. But at least the Assault Vest Hariyama is out the way, which is the benefit that I'm taking from this. Now, here I could have an option of sacking my Swellow or deciding to go into something not knowing what the Chandelure is going to do. I decide to sack Swellow, but in fact it turns out that he overpredicts and Shadow Balls me, meaning that I'm allowed to get off the U-turn, and I U-turn straight into something else which isn't affected by the Shadow Ball, namely my Meloetta. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this, my little lady, is going to do some dastardly work. Oh, she is amazing, and I really like the the look of Relic Song this gen. It's such a cool animation. It's amazing. So I managed to get off that, which allows me to change my form to the alternative Meloetta, the Hayley Williams version, as I like to call it. You know, going from the Hayley Pope to the Hayley Williams. It's my interpretation of Meloetta's change. So I drop a Thunder on the Sigilif because this is a mixed one, running Thunder, Relic Song, Close Combat, and HP Ice. And unfortunately, it really didn't see that coming. Not at all. And it decides to Cosmic Power. I think it can set up on me all day. Not the case. I'm able to go for the Hidden Power, which I am going to be able to thankfully finish it off with. I was kind of iffy there as to whether that would be the case, because Hidden Power's accuracy, not accuracy, power's reduced, and he did get the +1 special defense, but he was really low, so I was thinking, yeah. Probably is. Now, I could stay in here and smash the Ampharos with close combat, but because of the Intimidate that had happened earlier from the Gramble, I am at -1 and I don't want to be going for it because I know that after the Mega Evolution, it's probably going to be bulky enough to take the hit. So instead, I'm going to fodder off Suicune, just make the switch there, and let it kind of die before I'm able to bring Meloetta back in and finish off the rest of his dudes. But it turns out Suicune, man of men, ass ribbony, hair flowy motherfucker, lives on 1 HP. You know what I'm saying? He's got some sturdiness, sturdy body does he possess, and those diamonds in the sky, they helping him. They really are. So I unfortunately for him, don't die. But what it does do, and it means the Chandeler's going to die to Hazard, and because he's Volt switched with the Ampharos, that thing's going to come in and take a bunch of Hazards as well. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty perfect. I'm pretty pleased with this. Now, the reason I go for Rest here is because I kind of brain fart and think that I'm going to be slower than Ampharos. So I'm like, oh, I might as well just click Rest in case he does something like setting up, and I can get my HP back. But turns out that he is slower than me, which I should have known, and I could have just gone for the Ice Beam, which may well have taken him out, but ends up not being the case, as he is going to go for the Volt Switch and a combination of stuff, and Dragon Pulse crit and that kind of stuff. Takes me out, Volt Switches into his Whimsicott, which again, all the Hazards damage, so much of it. I was really glad that I got all of this up, because he had no way of getting rid of it, and I loads of stuff on the ground, which was affected by it because of the spikes. So now into Swallow, the thing which should have been dead a long time ago, but still hanging in there, and he's not going to die just yet, because predicting the substitute, I end up going for the U-turn, knowing that I will break it and then can bring something else in, which will be able to, in turn, deal with the Whimsicott, which is my Meloetta. And I'm thinking, because I have Relic Song, that should go through sub, right? Because it's a sound-based move. So if he does want to go for the sub, Relic Song will break through it, kill it, and then I'll be in my evolved form, as it were, and be able to finally finish off the Ampharos with the close combat. But he ends up going for the Leech Seed, not going to really affect me whatsoever, because I'm not going to take any damage from its sap in this turn, lose a bit of life orb, and finally the Ampharos is going to come in, but bum, another one bites the dust, my friends, because close combat from that range, easy pickings, easy killings. Meloetta turns to face the camera as close combat's animation happens, which I didn't understand whatsoever. It's like she's fucking smacking him with her legs or some shit. Kind of crazy, but there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a game I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. I hope that would be a good thing. I appreciate when you do it, and I'm happy as well. Also, leave a comment on your opinions of anything. I don't care. Just leave me opinions. I like reading them. And that's that. Until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.